Hi everyone and welcome back to V's Budgets. For those returning subscribers, then welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, then hi, my name is V and I'm a single mama trying to live our best life on a budget. And today we're going to be going through our week 3 check-in for February. And that for me is week commencing the 21st of February right up until the 27th. I do cash stuff on a Monday, which means that week 4 begins with the last day of February, which is why we're not yet done with the month. So I'm going to try and make this brief today, guys, because frankly, I don't have much time on my hands. And second, I just don't really want to talk about it too much. It's been an absolute nightmare. This week has been the worst budgeting week that I have had since I budgeted. And this has been for quite a few years now. Yeah, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, I'll link the account below. You'll know that I have been really sad about all of these setbacks, and it's made me feel like, what's the point? But I'm over that mood. I'm over it. I am ready to start the last week of the month. I am taking the losses and I'm learning and I'm moving on, and I'm going to be doing things in my March budget that will help me not get to this stage again, hopefully, and I will share those with you in my March budget. However, let's go through the week and I will show you what actually has happened. For those of you that are not aware, I am a digital cash stuffer. I do not use cash for anything. I actually utilize 2 apps, Monzo for my spending and Hyperjar for my sinking funds. However, today we will not be looking at the pots. I've got everything already done and written down in the interest of making this video shorter than it actually probably would need to be. So on Monday, 21st, my little girl was not feeling very well. So we had to go to the doctor and the parking was £3. Yeah, robbery. And then she had to have a prescription because she had an ear infection. And I had to go to the pharmacy and get some more Calpol ibuprofen. And that was £6.50. And whilst in Tesco's, because I hadn't done yet my shop for the week, I did get us some lunch and I treated her to a yummy lunch that she really enjoyed, and we spent £18.90. Then on the Tuesday, I went up into London for work and that was £13.50, and all good so far. Then on Wednesday, I had my food shop, which was Aldi for £46.42. So straight away, guys, I'm over budget. If you know, I only allocate £40 for my shop, my weekly shop, and that's because I share my weekly shopping with my partner. I am a single mum, but I do have someone new, and the shopping is basically the only thing that we share because we still live in separate houses and we all each have our own bills. But we do shop together because we tend to spend most of our meals with each other. So we generally give ourselves an £80 grocery food shop plus household as a separate budget. So £80 would generally cover it. However, because of my splurge on the Monday in Tesco's, I came over budget already. And also I just came over budget anyway, just with the Aldi shop. Then on Wednesday, my Noom payment went out. I did sign up to Noom because I'm a little bit, down about my weight at the moment. I think I'm trying to still shed a couple of lockdown pounds, and I just thought, do you know what? I just need a little bit of motivation. So I signed up to that for a couple of months and that was £29. And so far, so good. Then on Thursday, I needed to go into Tesco's to pick up some bits for Clara's party. And if you know, I have a little girl called Clara. She's going to be turning 4 on the second week of March, and I'm arranging a party for her. And I was looking at all of like the plates and the cutlery and the cups and everything. And if you're doing it all in theme, it actually becomes really expensive. And I thought the adults won't really care as much. So I thought I'll go and have a look in Tesco's and see if I can get some deals on the party bits. And I was really pleased because actually I found some really cute reduced to clear bits and picked up some decorations, and that came to £21.85. And then on my way out, I realized that there was it wasn't a long queue, but there were definitely more people queuing at the petrol station. And if you've been watching my previous videos, then you know that I've been very careful to keep my petrol to 3/4 tank to avoid another petrolgate situation. So I said to my partner, I was like, do you know what? I'm on half tank now. I think I had about £10. Did I have £10 in the pot? I think I had £20 in the petrol pot. And I thought, you know what, let me just put this, 1/4 tank on, so I go back to 3/4. And then I said to him, and I was like, actually, do you know what? I am going to go over, but I'm going to put a full tank in, just in case, you never know. So I did. And that came to £53.26. And you guys, I was literally like a slither below the half tank. Like literally was just, I put in half a tank. It was just so minimal. And I couldn't believe that my little Seat Leon diesel took £53 for half a tank. So I got upset, and yeah, that kind of already started to set how the end of the week was going to go. And I really started to panic then. I started to panic on the whole cost of living situation. I started thinking about my gas and electric. I started thinking about not having a buffer account because I work on a zero-based budget. And then I panicked. And I think that pretty much that mood carries through for the rest of the week. So I then came home, and funnily enough, as I got home, I got an email from my energy supplier with my electric and gas bill. And I went from being £26 under, as in like I owed them £26, to owing them £166.49. And that was with me paying like £87 a month on a bill. So I was like, okay, clearly I need to increase my payment. So I did. I increased my payment, and you'll see in March that I have. However, I just thought to myself, do you know what? If I don't start from zero again and keep an eye on this, I could potentially find myself in a really complicated situation where I literally owe hundreds and hundreds of pounds if I don't manage this. So I bit the bullet and I paid it off. I paid off the £166.49 so that my balance is now zero, and my next payment is going to be on the 1st of March, and that is going to be my new amount that I recalculated based on reading my annual cost estimates. Now, I completely appreciate that from April, it's highly likely that these costs will also increase, and October will probably see another increase, but I do have a bit of a plan for that. I'm sure most of you are aware that if you are in council bands A to D, in April, everyone will be receiving £150 credit into their accounts if you pay by direct debit. So yeah, I am kind of hoping that what I will do is I will take that £150 and keep it aside, almost like a buffer. So that is my plan. I feel better about doing it, but obviously that is going to have some implications. And then Friday, I needed to get on with arranging my little girl's party, and I started really properly looking at decoration. And oh my, that's expensive. Yeah, I thought that I could just get some plates and cutlery and a couple of banners and a couple of balloons. And then there's a couple of games, and it ended up being a piñata. And then I decided to do a pass the parcel with books. And you guys, it just went crazy. So I had an Amazon order of decoration for £33.25. I did a Card Factory order. By the way, guys, Card Factory has got some really good deals on at the moment compared to the other party wear. If anyone was really interested, they actually were really cost effective. But still did an order of £63.19. That's because I had to buy a helium canister. Then I did a Works, the books. They had the 10 for £10 on, and I thought I'll do a pass the parcel with books, so then each kid can kind of go home with a book on top of the little party bags. So that was £20 because I ordered 20 books. Then I settled the church hall balance, which was £54. And then on Friday, I also received an email from the swimming guys. Like, my daughter goes swimming every Sunday, so the swimming company message saying that they're opening the spring term bookings, and if I book within 5 days, I would be entered into like a draw to win like a free term the next term. So I thought, you know what, I've got the money there, I might as well do it. So I actually already booked for the spring term, and I'm so glad because I had £148.50 in that pot on Hyperjar, and it came to £145.50. I've got £3 left over to start us on saving for the summer term. Then I got my nails done on Friday. Here you go, guys. They are my new ones. This is like a frosted blue. I didn't realize, I thought that it was going to be more like a navy blue with the frosting, but actually the glitter was really white. It wasn't too blue, so it made it look kind of like an electric blue. I like it. I just wish that it was a little bit darker, but anyway. So I had my nails done. They will stick with me for the next 3 weeks. And then on Saturday, Vinny's my cat, for those that are not aware, his Amazon 120 pouch food order came out and got delivered on the Sunday, and that was £33.25. So what does this mean for me? Well, guys, it means that this week I spent £695.69. Yeah, let's let that sink in for a second, because I'm not happy about it. I mean, I was expecting the swimming, the 145, I was expecting that to go out. I was expecting most of the beginning of the week charges, apart from the Noom. The Noom was going to be a little bit extra, but the rest just completely threw me. Yes, I had £130 in the party pot, which meant that I actually did have some funds already there, but I genuinely did not expect to be spending that much. So what that meant was that after taking the party amounts from the pots and the swimming amount, I had £419 to find. So what I did was to take some money from my Monzo pots. I took £224 from my Monzo pot, which has my spending pots. I did take a little bit from everything. I emptied the majority of the pots, and that's okay. I managed to get £224.70 from it, which left me £195, rounded to £200, that I needed to find. So this is what I did. For those of you that have watched my 2022 goals, and I will link that at the top of the video, you would know that some of my goals were to put some money towards redecorating my daughter's bedroom, and I'd allocated £1,000 for it. A few weeks ago, I actually did manage to get Clara's room done, and some of you already would be aware, but I came in quite under budget and only spent £400, which means that what I thought I would do is that I would put the £500 towards my bathroom, again, referring to the 2022 goals. I wanted to get my bathroom redone. And then the £100 I'd kept back to spend on a new blind for Clara's bedroom. She doesn't need a new blind. It was literally just going to be a bit of a splurge. She's got lovely dusty pink curtain. She doesn't need a new blind, but that's what I thought I would do. So what I did is I took that money for the blind, so that £100, I took it and put it back in my current account. And then I took £100 of the savings that I had put towards the bathroom as a start to save towards the bathroom, which means that I've only got £400 left in that pot, but I've got £100 that again has gone back to my account, so that £200 came from those savings, and now I am squared back again. So it's definitely not been ideal, but I was able to do it. I didn't go into my emergency fund. I didn't go into my 3 months expenses. Yes, I went into some of my savings, but you know what? It needed to be done. Some of the stuff, yes, I hadn't planned for, but we learn and we move on. So just to show you guys, and like I said, I won't be showing the actual pots, but you can see here where we are. These are all of my pots. This is what we started the week at. So I had £359.06. This is what we spent out of all of the pots. And it's not necessarily that we spent it. It's just that I moved it around and back into my current account to balance me out. I took £224.70 and we are left with 134.36. So just at glance over here, I cleared my spending pot. I did leave money on the date night because it is my partner's birthday at the end of March and I'm trying to build that out because we are likely going to be needing it. I took an extra £5 out of Vinny because his food came to 33.25, I think it was. So I took an extra £5 out of him. I took an extra £3 out of Beauty. I took £1.20 from Family Time. I cleared home. I didn't touch Clara. I took miscellaneous. I took £7 from clothing. Obviously, I emptied the fuel, emptied groceries, emptied household. Clearly didn't have anything to start with, so that remained on zero. And transport, I only did spend £13.50 on the train this week, so I had £1.50 spare, and I moved that out too. So we didn't empty them completely, but we definitely took a substantial amount that I wouldn't probably have spent otherwise. But I am just glad that this week is over. Tune in a couple of days for my week 4 check-in, because you will see that also my week 4 is going to be pretty dire. I'm not going to be stuffing all of the pots, and I'm just going to ride it out until the end of this month. And it is what it is, and that's okay. Like I said, we learn, we move on, and yeah, it was a setback, but I'm glad that it happened, and I'm glad that I'm okay. I'm glad that I had the finances to support me in it. And from March, we'll see what changes I can make to make sure that I am not put in this position again. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I would really appreciate if you'd consider liking this video and commenting. Even a little emoji would really help my channel. And ultimately, I would really love it if you could subscribe and be part of the family. So yeah, this is it for now. And until next time, bye.